So what we did is we took the next theme in our reading book and we're relating, we went right down the line using their samples and just switching their concepts, their subjects, their ideas to go along with our reading series. And so we went right down using their template down the line, like draw a picture of their favorite thing on wheels. And then we related it to the big book, to the read alouds, to opinion, and it started off with opinion, and now it went to narrative, and now we're building powerful sentences by the end of the 3-week theme.
Okay.
All right, we will be reading The Snowy Day, and then the prompt for our students will be, what are some fun things you can do on a snowy day?
All right, from that part.
Okay, and our one new implemented piece will be the hook in the paragraph.
Okay, so what I decided to do was take one of our literature-based themes, and we're going to make a narrative, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about personal fears, because the concept of the story is a little girl who overcomes her fear of thunder by making a thunder cake. So we're going to have the children write a narrative based on a personal fear that they had and how they overcame it, and in sequential order talk about their fear, how they overcame it, or how they cope with it, and go from there using past experiences and realia. And the Mark's developing an app as we speak that's going to be able to be used on the laptop and the DocuCam while the kids have the same sheet in front of them, so we can model it and then at some point release and do it independently. Back to Mark.
All right, well, I'm working on an app. After we're looking at our outline, we want to be able to working with the kids, so this is our writing organizer. We have our audience hook, we have our research synonyms here, which leads our controlling idea, and it flows down to our reasons why, and then we'll have our closing down here.
That's awesome.
And we can keep this on our computer, so if someone new with a kind of a grade level.
Is that through the DART system?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
My partner of
Created
application.
an author study. And the essential question or the task is, after researching or learning about your author, write a report that describes them as an author and some interesting facts, and to be sure to develop the points with facts, definitions, and details.
So we're writing our task, and our task comes from Lion the Witch of the Wardrobe. If you were Edmund and the White Witch tempted you with Turkish delight, would you abandon your family members for something that you desire? After reading The Lion and the Witch of the Wardrobe, write an essay that states your opinion on whether or not you would stay with your family or have your wildest dreams come true. Be sure your reasons are supported by facts and details. And we've got our brainstorming papers and support materials all set up and all labeled. And we're going to continue on with this and start using it in 2 weeks when you guys finish the book, and then I can take it.
We're planning for the science unit on body systems, and we're going to use the circulatory information that's already in the learning headquarters. And then right now we are doing a respiratory. And we're coming up with our game plan and the important facts and how we're going to do that. We had talked that our kids this year would probably benefit from writing writing for each of the four systems, and they would make them stronger writers.
Do you have a question that you scripted? Your task or your prompt?
Oh, our task? Yes, we do. And this is the other thing. We're trying to put it all together so we're not searching. How do groups of organs work together to perform a specific task? After reading our science textbook, seeing some Bill Nye videos, and researching in the library on biological systems, write an essay that describes an integral body system. Or in this case, we're going to have them write on the respiratory system.
Okay, 6th grade, we have planned, we're going to be doing argument, which is one of our tasks, our text tasks. We are going to do Who Killed King Tut. The students will be watching a video and reading informational tasks using graphic organizers as they watch and read.
Do you have specific graphic organizers you chose?
The ones we're going to use are the idea map, and then they have a page. This is a pre-write organizer that they can jot down. We're also going to have an area on one of these that is identified to list the vocabulary, the domain vocabulary. The task is, after watching the video and analyzing the informational text about the death of King Tut, write an essay that argues your position on what caused his death. Be sure to support claims with clear reasons and relevant evidence using credible sources and demonstrating an understanding of the topic or text. We're going to be modeling. They're going to have time to write. We have the dates lined up. Our publishing will be typing it. Word processing. Our showcase will be a gallery walk in room 13 with all the 6th graders. We're going to also include the pre-write form, the synonyms. What I thought was really cool was this source card that some of our advanced students will want to use as they're reading, where they can jot down and say what page they found it and put that out there for them. We're going to be using the draft organizer that looks like this, and then the scoring guide, which will be the final. So pretty excited. It's coming together and can't wait to start it. We're going to be starting it right after we get back from camp with all the survivors.
You guys are doing.
Oh, you have to come model those. Okay, so we have looked at the first trimester's prompts, and we are coming up with our own word banks per prompt, and they're going to be color-coded. Verbs will be pink, prepositions green, nouns yellow, and so on. And these colors are aligned with Proloquo, which is our AAC communication app that we use on our iPads. So we feel that kids will have an extra visual support that they need to ensure that they have created a complete sentence, which they will then, given the word bank that they're going to lay out on the table, make their own version at their level, scaffolded appropriately. Some will be typing, some will be tracing, some will be copying. And I think... Oh, and then to make it a little... Our kids do not draw, or...
Right.
Well, some draw well, but not the majority of them. So we are going to have pre-printed black line drawings that align with our word banks of choices. So they can, let's say they decided that they liked the elephants at the zoo. Then I would already have a picture of an elephant for them to color and paste onto their finished product.
Oh, cool.
We might take it a step further for some kids who are working on visual motor planning to cut the picture into pieces that they have to assemble parts to a whole. Anyway. Kathy, did I miss anything, Brooke?
No, that was I'll be expanding to include adjectives or sequencing some of the higher level kids into more complex sentence structures based on the word banks.